Hey, 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 ladies and gentlemen, we return once more. DXT has brought back the open map from the old game, which meant we were able to go back to a map that we all dearly love and missed, Rockinghan. So we pretty much rushed together an event for tonight. The map came back 2 days ago. Well, we thought, hey, let's host a mini comp, get some prize money, and do a little stream just to get that community engagement going. With me, as last time, is T4.
Hello guys, how we doing?
I think they'll find that your the volume on T4's mic is better this time, so you can hear him very loud and clear indeed.
Yeah.
We've
Oh
just
yeah.
we've just been idling here for like the last 30-40 minutes. We got the EU server up and running. The participants have just been practicing so far. We're not sure if we're gonna get to a full top 16 without any buy runs, but we will do our best. I believe the judges are ready to start scoring the runs already, so without further ado, let's have everyone despawn their cars and prepare to rock and roll.
Yeah, you heard that stuff, team. Let's get people lined up. Fun minicomp for the community.
Hell yeah, brother.
Alright, judging by the bracket I see.
Where is Waimir?
Ymir, do you have like a lineup of our players?
Alright, people, you're just gonna have to stand by. We have some technical difficulties. Alright, I believe we have sorted everything out. We don't have the actual world as a playable world. We need to join through codes, and some of our judges have had some difficulties getting back in. But I believe we are ready to start qualifying now. Let me get the cam on the first driver. I'm gonna get him up to the line.
Have you ever found yourself driving like an absolute maniac? Uh-oh, this won't be good. Wowza! I wonder what our insurance agent has to say about this.
We don't cover that.
Ha! I wonder why. Let's see that again in slow motion.
Just letting the judges know that
Jeez,
it's
that must have hurt.
the dude that is lined up first there is willing to go
Yeah, we
first and just
definitely
take anyone
don't
else.
cover that.
BADL Car Insurance. Drift at your own risk.
Introducing the BADL Helmet Cam.
Alright, first up.
The breathtaking clarity of a monstrous 420p.
That's my break over there. Alright, we have Legion lined up first here. Nice and wide swing on a very dialed line there. Keeping it clean. Good transition. And we are going over the wider part of the track for this comp. Keeping it nice and sturdy through the tires. Very clean first run from Legion there. Now we're gonna see that second run. Lights are going green. That is some good lining there. Bit of a laggy transition. May have dropped it. Oh, and Legion shuts it down for his second run. That's gonna be it for him. Did keep a very nice first run. So that's probably gonna give him a good score for the top 16. Let me just get the camera here. Alright, next up. We have Cyclax. We saw him in our previous... Oh. Bit of an hesitation there on initiation. Goes in a shallow line up to that outside zone. Cuts a lot of line going to that zone. Barely makes it. Alright, now for that second run. And we are green. Very straight line approach to that initiation. Masses a little bit of zone going into there. Good transition. Bit shallow as well this time. keeping it within the track limits. Obviously, Rockinghan is a very flat track, and the speed isn't that variable here, so we're probably gonna see some very smooth runs going into the tandems. There we are. Rockinghan is over the line. Next up, we have a Corvette to the line. Great speed in that initiation. Very dialed line. A bit shallow going out to that third outside zone. As we step over to the fourth outside zone and going into the faster bit of the track. Bit shallow there as well. Very, very good speed though, and good angle. May have been a bit of a tire drop going out to that fifth outside zone as we go back to the beginning and last portion of the track. That run definitely has some style points. As we run it back for the second half of the Corvette's qualifying. The lights are red, the lights are green, the tires are spinning, the smoke is pouring, we are going! Ooh, big hesitation there on initiation. Pouring on the power, trying to win back some style points again. Very good angle from that Corvette. I've not really seen anyone drive the Corvette like this. This dude has got that car dialed down. Good tune as well. May have seen that same tire drop again. Bit of a lag stir there. As we head into the last zones, and there we are. Good runs from the Corvette there. Love to see it. As we proceed to our next driver in a Z is S1 Ak. Probably butchering that name, but here we are going. 400Z, yellow. Oh, tire drop on initiation. Big angle. As we go into that second outside zone. Good transition. Sacrificing a bit of line there. That's something we used to see back in the day, going into that zone. Sacrificing the line to make sure that you don't step over the line. Almost entirely missing that zone. Good line work there. And there we are, over the line. As we go back for the second half. We are green and we are going. Tire drop on initiation again, seeing that same angle, really dropping tires there. Good touch there. Pouring on that angle, going a bit wider into that zone this time. Bit of line sacrifice again. Just a touch and a correction there. Going into the last zone, tire dropping again. It's definitely gonna be some heavy penalties on that run, but we are done. Next driver. As we move over to Oleg in his gray S13. Very nice swing there on initiation. Good angle, very good line work. Keeping it very tidy. Sacrificing a bit of line there over to that outside zone. That That was an absolute heater of a run there from Oleg. Very, very nice indeed. This may be our highest qualifier so far tonight. Alright, we are going again. Can we improve on that? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see. Not as hard of a swing this time, keeping it safer. Very much on that line through the entirety of that first turn. Bit of an hesitation there as we go over to the fast bit. Sorry, I'm having to warm up my announcing skills again. Oh, and a big overstep there. And another one. Yeah, I think he made a correct decision, kind of keeping it safe during that first run to just secure that score. And there we are. Alright, next driver. One 4888 in a blue S15. Lights blinking. Very dialed initiation there, a bit of a stutter, but that's fine. Transitioning over to that's where we see most of the tire drops, and I guess that's where we're going to see most of the major mistakes in the tandems. Seeing that same line sacrifice in this zone, going a bit tighter into that one. Very good speed on this run. Nice white lining there as we go over to that last zone and over the line. Turning it around for that second run. And we are going. Very, very tight line work there. Not sacrificing as much line going out to the zone this time. Still seeing that tight line going into the fifth outside zone, I believe that is. As we move over to the final corners, keeping it safe and dialed, and there we are over line. Very nice work. And next up we have Bravos, another previously seen contester in battle competitions. That yellow and black S15. Bit of a slow jitter and hesitation on that initiation, but keeping it on a safe line, very much dialed up to the white line there. Reduced angle, as you should going into that outside zone, keeping it on the line, moving it around to this very much popular line sacrifice in turn. Brabus really on a reduced. Oh, big crash there from Brabus. That may have been the comp nerves getting the best of him. All right, Brabus, let's keep it dialed for the second run. Come on, bring her home. And he is ready. Come on, Brabus. Good initiation, still on that reduced angle. Keeps it very collected. And it would appear he brings it home with a safe score. Good job, Brabus. Next up, we have LS7, I believe that is. Another previous contesting driver. Black S15 this time. Changing it up a little. Alright, and we are going. Very, very wide swing there. That's what I love to see. Much angle into that first turn. Really, really hammering. Seems he's got a very dialed tune for this comp. Obviously, this has been very, very short notice for the people, but after all, it is just a mini comp. We shouldn't take it that serious, even if there is prize money at stake. That was an absolutely incredible lap there from LS7. Actually, I need to make sure I'm not. Yeah, that is LS7. All right, can we improve there? Can we make it even more dialed? And we are going. Not as wide of a swing this time, keeping it a little safer. Probably because of that jitter he had on the first turn in the first run. This is a driver who knows exactly what he's doing. Very, very nice line work there, and reducing angle going into the fast bit. On that white line, very, very nice. May have been a bit of a correction there. Tiny, tiny bit of line sacrifice as we move over to that outside turn, moving it back to the first bit of the track. Transitioning into the last corner, keeping it very nicely on that white line, and there we are, ladies and gentlemen, over the line. That was two absolutely heated runs. Getting close now to the final drivers of the qualifying. We may announce a call to get even more people into qualify, but we'll just have to see how quickly we want to pace this. Alright, moving up now, a white S15, Clixial. Bit of a shallow entry, bit of an hesitation, and an overcorrection. Oh, where are we going? Someone call the doctor. And we are one tire off. Clixial doing everything he can to keep that car on track. Maybe you may have seen 2 tires off there. Now we do bend the rules a little bit around mini comps. We say 2 tires off in official comp is a automatic 0. We may bend that to 3 here, but it's still gonna be a low score. All right, mate, keep it safe. Keep her within the track limits. And we are going. Next contender flashing his lights in the back of Clixial. We do see that hesitation on entry from a lot of drivers on this track. It's a bit of a awkward angle you have to pull to get the car where you want it to be. Alright, we haven't seen 2 tires off yet, I believe. May have seen that there. Clixial still not holding back, wanting to get a big score. Moving over to that final zone. And we are over the line. Alright, no crashes. No major mistakes, just some tire offs. Alright, I believe we have the final lineup for the qualifying. And we have a green chaser moving up to the line. Lights are red, lights are green. The car is green, the smoke is white. We are moving. Straight A-line approach there, no hesitation on entry. Very, very clean line. Good angle. Good transition with no major moving around. Tiny bit of line sacrifice here and there. And there we are, over the line. Last run in qualifying. Here we go. Seeing that straight line approach again, not really any hesitation on entry. Bit of line sacrifice there again. Keep it on a safe line to make sure he gets that entire zone. Very, very good line. Seeing that tight transition again, we don't see that from many drivers here. As we transition over to the last few zones and the end of qualifying. And there we are. Alright, we're shortly gonna get T4 back in the call and have a word with him how that looked. Alright, T4 my man.
Alright, some amazing runs going on around there. Some mistakes, obviously some good driving from all drivers.
Let's have a
overall, good qualifying.
sneak peek. Did anyone zero?
Yeah, there has been some zeros for some drivers, sadly, fortunately, but this is how the comp is.
Alright. But did everyone manage to score with both the, like, at least one of the runs?
Yeah.
Alright, how many drivers did we have qualify? I'm terrible at counting.
I think we had like 8, 9. I think apparently we're still missing some drivers, according to staff.
Alright, then we're gonna roll to a commercial break and we're gonna see if we can get them in here. As an audience, you're also gonna have to bear with us that this is a mini comp. You know, we're allowed to, we're basically we're affording ourselves to have some mistakes and to have some wait time. This is overall it's a practice competition, even if there is prize money and everything. So we're gonna roll the commercial break and we'll be right back.
Have you ever found yourself driving like an absolute maniac? Uh-oh, this won't be good. Wowza! I wonder what our insurance agent has to say about this.
We don't cover that.
Ha! I wonder why. Let's see that again in slow motion. Jeez, that must have hurt.
Yeah, we definitely don't cover that.
BADL Car Insurance. Drift at your own risk.
Introducing the BADL Helmet Cam. With the breathtaking clarity of a monstrous 420p. BADL Helmet Cam. Experience the panic.
Man, I got comp in 5 minutes and I'm tired as hell. What am I gonna do?
Here, try this.
I mean, sure, I guess.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have a few more qualifiers joining in. And obviously we forgot that we're going to have our own staff in this comp. So T4 and Ymir are going to be doing their qualifying runs last. We're just now waiting for the latest joining participants to get off the track, and we are going to get right back into qualifying. I believe we're going to have 5 or 6 more runs, and then we are going to have another break before we get into the top 16. Stand by, we are beginning shortly. Alright, moving up to the line. We have Just Sensei in his pink S14 V2. I met with this man first time yesterday. He stems from the pro competitive community in Assetto Corsa. He's just now getting into Berserk. We had a session last night. Let's see if he has dialed in the controls for this game, and it seems like he has. He's keeping it on a very clean line there. You can definitely tell by the moves he's doing and the way he's driving the car that he is used to, you know, a bit more realistic platform. Bit shallow here and there, but overall very clean run, very few corrections. Oh! Bit of, I spoke too soon, bit of a correction there going into the last corner. But there we are, over the line. As we roll it back for the second run of Just Sensei. The lights are red, the lights are green. The car is pink. Ooh! Initiated a bit too early there, I believe. Alright, now transitioning over to the last corner. There we are, over the line. That is Just Sensei's runs. Gotta say, he did very good for being quite fresh to this platform. Only really being saved by that, you know, pro car skill. Next up, we have Grenade. And we are moving. Nice swing on initiation there. On that white line. Very good transition, not sacrificing any line there. Seeing that tight transition over to the fifth zone again. Very nice work from the white and red S15. May have been a tire drop there, but if not, an extremely tight line there. Very nice. Coming back again for that second run. We are moving. Very good angle there. May have been a bit of a tire drop. I'm pretty sure we never saw an actual BDX competition on Rockinghan back in the old game. So it's interesting to finally be able to do it. We were gonna hold our Super Tree comp here, but that got cancelled together with the loss of the old game. Obviously both of them coexisting on a very bad time for the BDX community. Very clean run there from that S15, and we are over the line. Next up, we're gonna be moving to the BP Customs boys, of which you saw at the end of our commercial advertisements. Some very long-running competitors of the battle community here. First up is Blint in his E46. Blint is known for his quite savage and aggressive style. Let's see if he still got... Oh, yep. Nice swing on initiation there. Blint can throw some absolutely incredible angle. That E46 really likes to live at a reduced angle or just full angle, and Blint's doing a perfect demonstration of that here. That may have been the best zone there I've seen all night. So we move to the final corner. Bit too much angle there, sacrificing a bit of line, but Blint dials it in just perfectly. And there we are over the line. Alright, Blint, let's see it again. Can we make that absolute perfection? We are going. Bit of a more straight line approach there, but still that absolutely savage initiation angle. Very, very good speed from Blint. No corrections needed going over that zone as we slow it down for that fourth outside zone. Very nice there again. Blint is just absolutely dialed for this. It's like he never stopped playing Rockinghan. And there we are over the line. Now let's see it from his partner in crime, Sigani. He's gonna move up to the line. And he is already ready. Alright, Sigani is ready. And his 180SX Dean spec. Good initiation. What you will notice is even though Blint and Sigani are driving widely different cars, they do adapt the same driving style. Seeing that line sacrifice again. Very good fifth zone there. As we transition back into the first corners. Tiny bit shallow, but overall very clean run as we go over the line. Very nice work, Sigani. Alright, last run before we head over to the last two qualifiers. I'm pretty sure. We may have one more before we have the battle qualifiers. Alright, that same straight line approach going from the middle. Very good angle. Bit shallow there. Letting go of the throttle just at the perfect moment there to just smoothly glide into that zone. Much tighter line this time around. Good use of left foot braking there to put the car exactly where it needs to be. Moving it through the last final zones on that line, on that zone, and there we are over the line. Oh, and we do have one more. We have Max in his green S13. Very straight line approach there. Big hesitation and we drop a tire. 180SX really likes to live on a reduced angle, as you can see. Really requires a mashing of power like you saw from Sigani to basically force the car onto angle. Max is a driver that we saw a lot in the old game. He has really been vacant from the new games for all of these months. So seeing him return now is just awesome. He does do a good job of keeping the car under control, with especially considering how he has to adapt to the new physics and everything of the game. All right, let's see that second run. Hopefully a bit cleaner on initiation in that first corner this time around. As the lights go green, in perfect harmony with the car. Much better initiation this time, keeping it on the line. Good transition. Good call on that line sacrifice to just keep him on that zone. Oh, tight line over to the zone. Very nice. May have seen a tire drop there at the last zone, but there we are over the line. Good work from Max. Alright, now I believe we are going to move on to my co-owners of BADL. First up, we're gonna have Ymir. It appears that she's gonna be rocking the S13 V2 today. As she is moving her way up to the line. And we have the lights going green. Come on, Ymir! Ymir not holding back at all, going for all that white line. Good transition, a little bit shallow on that fifth zone. As we move over to the final corner. Absolutely crazy work there from Ymir. Someone gotta get the doctor in here, he's gotta see this. Alright, Ymir, second run. Wide swing. All that power. Nice angle. Keeping it on that white line. Has to be mentioned that this has and always will be Ymir's favorite map. Very, very good work there from Ymir. Probably the most high-speed runs we have seen tonight. Very, very good work there from Ymir. We're gonna move on now to our final contestant, which is gonna be T4. My dear co-owner, announcer, and bold man, T4. If you ever see T4, you gotta give him a positive comment about his bald head, even though he might not have one, but it's lore in BDX that he's a bald man. Rocking that GT86 with the fresh new AO map. Looking very nice indeed. This is the first time we've seen T4 in competition since the old game. Going for the massive swing. Very nice line there from T4. Bit of an hesitation going over there. T4 is absolutely not holding back whatsoever. Going very wide onto the tires there. T4 is definitely one of those comp drivers that when he does first compete, he's definitely in it for the fun. He wins all the style points from my heart on that run. Final qualifying run of tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you the bold, the baddest, T4. Let's send it! Another nice and wide swing. Absolutely just mashing on all that power the GT86 has to deliver. T4 is also one of those players that is relentlessly dedicated to the car that he drives. He's stuck to the GT86 in all driving games for the last 2 years. He will not drive anything else. And there we are, over the line. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are done with qualifying. I'm just gonna make absolutely certain. It would appear that we do not have any more drivers lined up to qualify. That means we are going to put the scores together, announce them to the drivers, and get the bracket set up for the top 16. We will be back with you all shortly. And yes, that absolutely means another commercial break.
Won't be good. Wowza! I wonder what our insurance agent has to say about this.
We don't cover that.
Ha! I wonder why. Let's see that again in slow motion. Jeez, that must have hurt.
Yeah, we definitely don't cover that.
BADL Car Insurance. Drift at your own risk.
Introducing the BADL Helmet Cam. With the breathtaking clarity of a monstrous 420p.
Florian, pass auf die Brücke auf! Florian, pass auf die Scheiße! Florian, zieh zu, dass du den LKW hier runterbekommst! Lass dir Wasser einfallen, verdammt! Florian!
BADL Helmet Cam. Experience the panic.
Man, I got comp in 5 minutes and I'm tired as hell. What am I gonna do?
Here, try this.
I mean, sure, I guess. Oh, mama. Matthews Go-Go Juice. Totally legal.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and T4 is back as well.
Yeah, hello. Finally back.
Here you guys can see the bracket has been made. T4 made a decision to drop out. He's basically gonna be a step-in if any of our contestants decide to not show up for the top 16.
Yeah.
So this is our lineup of tonight. Obviously using the challenge bracket there, it doesn't look very professional, but we just wanted to show you guys the bracket before we actually get started, so you can somewhat keep track of what's happening. We're gonna get going with the top 16 very shortly here. We're sorry for the delay and long wait, but we're organized, we are ready, we're gonna get going. Actually, I need to change that overlay right there. Let me just do that really quick. I'm gonna change that to say top 16. Yeah. No, wait.
Man, another comp.
Alright, do we have Legion and Clixel in the server?
We need Legion and Clixel, in fact, so we don't have them.
Alright.
I think we should get all the qualified drivers out of the server and get the first few drivers up in the server.
Yeah, so the ones we don't need right now is Brabus, Sigani, LS7, S1AK, Oleg, and Max. Those are all in the bottom of the start of the bracket.
So how many drivers do we have in total, Matthias, driving in this comp today?
We have 16. So that means we did have 17 people who qualify. Which would have meant that if you didn't drop out, then someone with the lowest score would have had to... they would have been gone.
Oh, I'm glad. I want everyone to, you know, like have the chance to get a competitive experience, especially since I'm part of the staff here. Kind of my job here.
Oh yeah.
I'm always happy to give everyone a chance. So if staff could like help. Pretty much everyone. Oh my god.
I would have done some singing for you guys, but you know, YouTube copyright, and obviously I don't want you guys to need to seek professional help after this.
Yeah. Maybe like on the side we could like do like a little talent show, or wait for our drivers and staff to fix up. I would gladly attend. Well, attend that contest. I mean, I'm not sure what talents I have. What talents do you think I have, Matthias?
Definitely not hair.
I think I've had a bit of a glow up since last year, so
Perhaps.
I'm pretty sure I'm not bald anymore. But yeah, maybe.
Someone tell Brabus to leave. He doesn't need to be here yet. And 14888. They don't need to be here.
Really tempted to start singing, Matthias.
Give me a second. Oh my god, thank you Roblox for... Oh,
Oh, another cyber attack, I believe.
no.
Oh, what is it?
I'm just trying to type. Alright, we have one person leaving, giving space. Still 12 people in here. Can we just have everyone leave? And then just have them join when they need to? Alright people, you're just gonna have to hang out.
Have you ever found yourself driving like an absolute maniac? Uh-oh, this won't be good. Wowza! I wonder what our insurance agent has to say about this.
We don't cover that.
Ha! I wonder why. Let's see that again in slow motion. Jeez, that must have hurt.
Yeah, we definitely don't cover that.
BADL car insurance. Drift at your own risk.
Introducing the BADL Helmet Cam. With the breathtaking clarity of a monstrous 420p.
Florian, pass auf die Brücke auf! Florian, verdammt die Scheiße! Florian, zieh zu, dass du die Lenker wieder runter bekommst! Lass dir was einfallen, verdammt! Florian!
BADL Helmet Cam. Experience the panic.
Man, I got comp in 5 minutes and I'm tired as hell. What am I gonna do?
Here, try this.
I mean, sure, I guess. Oh, mama. Matthews Go-Go Juice. Totally legal.
All right, we are just about getting ready to start the top 16. We had some difficulty getting drivers into the server, and drivers not listening. In the first battle of the top 16, we're gonna have T4 replace Clicksal for the first run. It's gonna be Legion in the lead with T4 in the chase. Alright, the first battle of the top 16. Legion versus T4. 3, 2, 1, let's send it! Rockinghan! Nice swing there from Legion. T4 not falling too far behind. Very good mirroring there. Sacrifices a bit of line to try and catch up. Oh, and T4 overcorrects it. T4 is still not giving in. Trying to catch up the door of that baby blue and black S15. As we move to the last corner, first battle of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Blah 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 blah. We're gonna see Legion take up that chase position now. Alright boys, give us a good show. Lights are red, lights are green, we are going! T4 going for that wide initiation again. Legion not too phased about that, keeping it on T4's door. Very, very good mirroring from Legion all the way to that fast zone. Sacrifice a bit of line to stay on that door of the GT86. Good transition. Very, very nice runs there. Alright, let's hear it from the judges. And they are saying Legion. Legion takes the win in this first battle, moving on to the grade 8. Alright, we're gonna have T4 join us back in here now. Just give me a second to unmute him. Alright, T4, you are live.
Alright. Good run from Legion. Great GG's.
Nice to see you in comp again.
Ah! Well, this doesn't really count, but thank you. In all fairness, I wanted the other drivers to drive instead of me, but due to some short technical difficulties and low player coordination, we couldn't have them here, so sadly I had to step in. Alright, who do we have next?
We have Grenade versus Blint. I think we need to get Blint back in here. Let's just let him know. Give me a second to let Legion know. Where is Legion?
Oh man, first run.
Where is Legion on the list? There. Alright, we had Legion left.
Right, we got Grenade. It is white, it is 15.
Just waiting for Blint now.
Oh man. Well, after that first run, I'm pretty much very proud to say that we have very talented people in our leagues.
Absolutely. Legion definitely gave me a very good run in the BDX comp.
Oh yeah, definitely. Very I'll say. Guess you can tell to our Legion, although these comps and experiences shows. Experience. Damn English. Still waiting on Blunt. All right.
We have Blint in here now. Awesome. Just having to work around the faults of BDX's shortcomings. We definitely need the open world map to be available as a map and not just a TP command. You listening, DXT? I know you are. Yeah, he told me. He was watching the streams.
Oh well, I think DXT is doing his best.
Absolutely.
In fact, I'm happy we have the stuff we have right now to work with. So lots of credits to VXT.
A million times better than what we had back in the day, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk ill about the game we originated from.
All right.
Alright, Blint is rolling up to the line in his E46. Grenade in his white and red S15. Alright, we have both drivers ready. We have the audience ready. Everyone is ready. Let's not wait any further. T4, you can shout them in when lights go green.
All right, people, come on. 3, 2, 1, let's go. All green.
Big swing from both drivers. Blint is just hammering on the door of Grenade there.
They're keeping it nice and clean, going through the line. What a battle!
I think we will save the replay cams for the later runs in the top 16 and then the grade 8 and so on. We need to get the show moving. So unless we have any very, very close runs in the top 16, we're just gonna roll with it. Very, very nice run there.
All right, switching it up. All right, second run. Oh, wait.
Yep, that was a lag spike. I saw that.
All right, both drivers lined up once again. Split the lead. Great in chase.
We are green.
Let's go.
Bit of hesitation there from the S15. He's got quite a job to do now to catch up with Blint. Not as close, especially during the first half of that.
Ooh, maybe dropping a tire there from Chase.
I'm just disabling my
really
chat.
keeping it in and safe.
Grenade falling far behind.
Bringing it back in for the last few parts.
Oh, that's nice!
Getting closer. Last zone. Last few zones. My bad. And that is a run, ladies and gentlemen.
Very, very nice. Alright, let's see what the calls are. Alright, and we have 2 votes for Blint. We have 3 votes for Blint. Blint moves on to the top 8. Good work.
Very good runs.
Alright, let's see, who do we have next? That would be Platt and Suxan.
Platt in lead.
I do believe so, yeah.
Man, all this coughing and clearing my throat. These comps have me sick with excitement. Alright, we finally got Platt letting up the line and lead. It is green. Jacer. Oof.
Epic chaser. Alright, ladies and gentlemen,
Right,
off Rockinghan, let's send it! Platt taking an early lead. Very
Presentation.
nasty angle there from the chase, trying to catch up on that door of the green chaser.
Really sacrificing a lot of line from that chase. Oh, going into this dorm. Oh my god.
Not really seeing that all-out mirroring.
Yeah.
Just
That's
hammering
fine.
on that proximity. They're getting a little bit better on the second half of that run. Really, really on that door.
Zone. Couldn't get round towards the end.
Sacrificing a lot of line to catch up. It does seem that the chaser does have a top end. Yeah, he does have a lot of top end power. Accidentally teleporting himself to the to the spawn. All right, we are ready once again.
Yeah. Alright, people. Second run.
Nissan versus Toyota.
Here we go. All green. A bit of a late start from Lee.
Chaser not letting the lead get away. Very, very good mirroring.
Little leg spike there.
Not phased at all, he is.
Yeah.
Just changing up the angle just a little bit to get back on that door as we transition into the fast bit. Very, very close.
Dropping a tire there, possibly. From lead.
Dialing it back just a little bit for those last few zones, and there we are over the
And there's a
line.
run. Alright.
We're just waiting for the final judge to cast his vote into the text channel.
Alright. Think we have them.
Yep, and we have 3 votes for Platt. Platt moves on to the top 8.
Great effort from drivers, both drivers. Sadly, this is how comp is.
Only one can win. Alright, next up, we have Wymir in the lead. And the Corvette in chase. This could actually be interesting. Well, it's gonna be interesting.
Oh, well, hopefully. Okay, so do we have the light? We have the drivers. Alright, now, people. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Go, go, go! We are green! Wymir having some massive log spikes there. Yeah, that is definitely... Oh my.
Throwing off the Corvette. Oh, and Corvette shuts it down with chase.
Oh! Yeah, we are gonna request a rerun.
Yep, that's right.
I suggest that Wymir turn off her stream so we can so she can regain some internet ping.
Yeah.
Let him know in chat that it's we're doing a rerun. Alright. Alright, let's see that again. Can someone tell him in chat that we're doing a rerun, please? He doesn't seem to understand. Alright, we're going again.
3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go. Rerun.
Keep it clean. Much better this time. Corvette keeping a respectable distance, doing a very well job of mirroring the savage angle of Wymir. Sacrificing a little bit of line to catch up onto our door again. We're moving on to the fast zone.
Oh!
Oh!
Really oversteering on that. 3.
Big overcorrection from the Corvette.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is definitely comp nerves.
There's a run.
We see this all the time, you know, we can have some really, really great solo drivers come into competition and do some very nice qualifying. But like, the best reason to have the mini comps is to just get to practice those comp nerves.
Alright, I think both drivers are ready.
3, 2, 1, let's
Agreed.
send it! Good initiation. Wyber hammering on the door of that Corvette, almost being too close. Perfect mirroring there. Even to the extent of that line sacrifice from the Corvette, Wyber corrects her car perfectly.
Oh!
Big
Dirty
big decel from the Corvette again.
Oh!
May have had a
that would have been a straight in.
That would have been a straighten, yeah. Unfortunate turn of events there for a Corvette, but he did put on a very good show in qualifying, and he did a very nice job of his first tandems. Obviously meaning, yeah. Wymir takes the win, moving on to the grade 8. Alright. Next up.
Oh wow, we pushed up a mobile player.
We're gonna have 1488 versus ANG. I'm not too sure who that is. Oh, it's Angel, of course. The Aceto driver. Just getting his S14 V2 ready in the background there. Man, with the epic background music, we should be having like some epic rap battles of history in the background here for a while. They were waiting.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Supposed to be recruiting Ymir
We're-
as a singer. Late singer Ymir.
This is battle. We're the baddest and the fastest. And T4 is the baldest.
Nah. Alright. I think we have... Alright, S15. S15.
That is an S14.
Okay, my bad. I was judging by the by the lights. Come on.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, let's see if the Aceto driver has gotten the desync down for this competition.
Alright, do we have both drivers ready?
We are ready.
Alright, we have lights.
Red, and green. Yeah, someone was spamming the lights there. Alright, S14.
And what happened there?
I have no idea. We're gonna do a rerun. What is he doing? Oh, maybe he's watching the stream.
Possibly.
Alright, minor technical difficulties. We've had a few of those tonight, but you know, minicomps. This is all just... It's comp practice for the drivers, and it is practice for us as organizers to be better and to add more stuff to this. Alright, we're ready again. Let's not shut it down this time. Alright, let's send it! Rockinghan! S15 taking an early lead.
Oh my god.
Seems the Aceto driver hasn't quite gotten the desync down yet. He's falling quite a bit behind. Catching up now, moving on to the fast zone. He is doing a nice job of mirroring that angle and line from a distance away, but it may not be enough from that proximity. We're going to have to wait and see from the judges. Cleaning it up a lot more during the later half of that run as we go to the last zone.
Oh,
Sacrificing a zone. And just about saving it over the line there. we're gonna have Angel in the lead.
Oh, we're ready. Second run for these two drivers.
And we are
Let's
going.
go.
Bit of a lag spike there. Good initiation. Bit of an hesitation from the lead, causing the chase driver to fall behind a little bit. As he should.
Still keeping it close. Sacrificing his zone for chase. Ooh,
Quite all. That's a whole zone sacrifice there.
Yeah.
Maybe going a bit too, almost going a bit too hard there. Proximity is definitely a lot closer. And sacrificing another zone. This is gonna be an interesting call, I believe. Similar mistakes were made. Alright, we have one vote for a one more time. And we have 2 votes for Angel. Angel moves on to the top 8.
Very different from both drivers. I think that second one must have been comp nerves.
Probably. Alright, let's
But I have to give it to the guy. He's on mobile. It's very surprising.
Absolutely.
Very hard to do this. I tried it myself. Really ended badly. I think my fingers are not big enough.
Alright, next up we're gonna have Brabus versus Sigiani. And I believe we will have Brabus in the lead, yes.
He's already ahead of you on the line. Doing a few donuts. Waiting for our driver.
Alright, Sigiani's in here now.
Fortunately, much faster responses from our players.
They're starting to learn.
Yeah.
But this is to be expected with a minicom when we don't have a properly organized and dedicated part of our Discord server to actually host the participants in. We're just calling them out publicly now.
Yeah.
Alright, we have Brabus and Sigiani lined up, ready to go. S15 versus 180SX. Old Dean versus New Dean. Flashing the lights as the lights are going green, and we are going. Good initiation. Very nice mirroring from Sigiani.
Okay, very aggressive.
Seeing the normal behavior there from the BP Customs dudes. But it seems like he has learned from previous competitions. He is keeping it safer now, not overtaking. Very, very safe and respectable distance. Very good angle from Sigiani there as he moves on to Brabus's door as we cross the line.
Alright.
Alright. We're doing a quick turnaround. The boys are lined up. Count them in.
Never mind. They're just going. Alright.
Oh!
Oof, a little bit big
A
hesitation.
lot of angle from Sigiani there going into the first zone. May have overcorrected a little too much. And a big braking there from Sigiani as well. That's gonna be that's gonna cost him. Brabus seems to have figured out the mistakes so far, and he does seem to be keeping it safe. Some major overcorrections from...
Oh, that might have been a straight from the chase.
Yeah, but that was obviously Sigiani's fault for almost braking, coming to a complete stop.
Yeah, thank you for elaborating, Matthias.
Alright, let's hear what the judges have to say. Sigiani did make a lot of heavy corrections that caused Brabus to have to make some corrections in his chase. Alright, we seem to have come to an agreement.
Yep.
3 votes for Brabus. Brabus moves on to the top 8. Yeah, I think there was just too many heavy corrections from Sigani there, causing Brabus to have to make sacrifices, and that's straightened. He couldn't have done anything else in that position.
Let's come for you, lads. Bump. Technical and precision.
Alright, now we're gonna have LS7 versus S1AK. Or Siak, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
S1AK.
S1AK.
Siak.
Siak. Siak.
That's like a car brand. Right on.
Yeah, it does a little bit. LS7 is an engine, so. V8 power, brother. I believe we are gonna see. Yes, LS7 is gonna lead.
I think he's just setting up his car. Getting a comp ready.
Alright, we got both drivers lined up. Lights flashing, both drivers are ready. We are ready. We are green.
Let's go! Alright, great start. Oh, okay. Dropping both tires in there.
Heavy penalty there for that tire drop as we move on to the fast zone.
I think Chase keeping a safe distance, especially after that big correction and mistake. Alright.
Still being a good sport and still going through that door. Big, major correction from the lead there as we cross the line.
Alright.
Ready once more. 2 Nissans on the line. S15 versus 400Z. It seems that Chase may have gotten his positions muddled up a bit there. He dials it back now.
Still dropping that tire from
Not sure what happened there. That may have been a DSL.
Oh.
Going all out.
Chase really sacrificing those zones.
He may have just shut it down completely there. Not sure what happened. Moving through that last outside zone as we cross the line. Alright, we have one more vote for one more time.
Waiting for last judge to make his decision. Her decision.
We have one vote for LS7. And we have 3 votes for LS7. LS7 moves on to the grading. Oops, what is going on here? Sorry about that. Alright. Now, moving up to the final drivers of the top 16 before we get into the grade 8. It would appear now that we are missing our driver, is that correct?
We're currently checking, Matthias.
Gotcha.
And I believe we are.
Alright.
We are missing a certain Oleg. I think it's going to be a buy run. It appears that we don't have Oleg
Alright.
available for-
Driver failed to show up, so that means Max is getting a buy run. Automatically wins.
Oh well, that concludes top 16.
We're not gonna show the buy run, he just automatically wins. We are gonna get set up for the grade 8 now. Alright, so Wybeer, if you could just send us the updated bracket now in the chat, that would be very nice. And as a special prize for the winner today, T4 is going to sing the Chinese national anthem. Alright, we have the bracket pulled up here. First up in the top 8, we are gonna have Legion versus Blint. Legion will lead.
Alright. Legion will lead. If he is alive. So it's Legion and Blint. Okay. Alright, we finally got Legion up on this track.
He woke up. Someone woke him from his slumber.
Yeah, that happened to be me. Jumping at him for like 33 times. Oh my god. You must have been enjoying the show. But anyways. Let's get the top 8 rolling.
Alright, we have Legion up to the line. Blint coming up here. Two absolute giants of the Berserk Drift competitive community. This is gonna be an interesting battle, for sure.
Alright, first round.
That baby blue S15 versus that red and white E46. We are going in 3, 2, 1, let's head it! Rockinghan! Nice swing from Legion there. Blint absolutely hammering on his door. Big lag spike there from Legion, causing a bit of a see-through there from Blint.
But Blint keeps it. How's it? Super tidy, yeah, super tidy.
Super
Man.
tidy. Good transition. Yeah, those lag spikes are like a lot of people would judge that as an overtake, but obviously it's just a momentary ping spike. So as long as it doesn't like keep going where he's just continuously overtaking, then it's not an actual overtake, it's just a spike. Alright, good first clean run.
Top 8, lads. Come on.
Let me just make sure that T4 is actually recording these ones.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Alright, good. We if the next run looks as good as that, I want to see an overhead from that.
Alright. Second run. These two drivers. Let's go.
Good run up. Big swing from Lind. Legion falling not too far behind. Absolutely on his door.
Ooh, okay.
Been sacrificing a little bit of line there up in the lead, trying to run away from Legion. Legion not phased at all.
Gonna keep it nice and tidy. The next off the track. Ripping through. Chase.
Almost
Up
the
his door.
same aggressive pattern from Rose drivers here. That is just incredible.
What a few runs, man. Wow.
That was very good. Alright, now, before we put up the judge bracket, let's have that, those replays.
Alright,
Are you just... Where are you gonna send them to me?
I think I'll DM you.
Alright.
Hold on. Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Alright, so... Oh, man. So the runs exceed the setting limit. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure we
Oh,
set
this...
up our...
Yeah, this track is longer than usual. You need to get...
Yeah.
Never mind.
We should get sending them over to you through Instagram.
No, we're not doing that now.
That's fine.
Just try to reduce your file size when you can.
So are we gonna keep it rolling, or are we gonna wait for him to that?
You can try to use the in-game Roblox recorder for the next run. We'll just see what the file size is like. Alright, so we have... We have 3 votes for Legion. Legion moves on to the top 4.
Wait, hold on. Remind me, what's the keybind for recording over here?
It is F12. You should see like a red outlining on your screen when you start recording.
Oh yeah, fair.
Alright, let me just check the bracket again. Alright, we have Platt versus Ymir next.
Yeah. Man. Well, it's Minicomp. Sadly, we weren't prepared for this part of the problem.
Yeah, no, we forgot how much longer this run is compared to what Finland was last time.
Yeah.
You need to get Nitro.
So we have Ymir in which position?
Ymir is going to chase.
Alright, we got him chase. Alright. Alright. I think both drivers are ready. Lights in 3. Okay. 3.
2, 1. Let's head it! Rockinghan.
I think the nerves are getting to me instead. Alright, here we go. Keeping it nice and clean.
Very good mirroring from Ymir there.
Kind of Platt's keeping it tidy.
Ymir keeping a very consistent and nice distance from that chaser.
Oh!
Oh!
Mistake from lead, causing the chase to like.
Yeah, that must have been a diesel.
Yeah.
And there we are, over the line.
Over the line. All right,
Waiting
if
for Flat to line up again.
yeah, hopefully click quickly enough. So
Not sure what we're waiting for. Alright,
as
he
well.
seems to have sorted himself out.
all right. Both drivers ready, I believe.
He is not lined up. Alright, now we are ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, just gonna run for both drivers.
Let's send it!
A little bit of a late start from lead.
Chase sacrificing a lot of line trying to catch up with Waimir. She is just a speed monster. Oh! Made a bit of an overtake there from the chaser. That was definitely not due to ping.
dropping
Sacrificing a lot of line.
tires, man.
Chase keeping it very, very aggressive. And there we are, over the line.
Oh man. Okay.
I think it was quite obvious who won that. We'll let him discuss. Now, T4, you have to put your input into the chat every time as well.
Oh yeah, don't worry. You know, it's like getting confused with different channels and stuff. Very daunting. All right, I think we have our movements. You didn't hear me, Matthew. I think we have our decisions.
I do not agree one bit with that. The mistakes caused by the person that, you know, did the stuff, that caused the other person to, you know, fail. I just think you're not paying attention.
All right then. Cool. Switch it then. She technically dropped like a lot of tires during that run, and even if she kept it wide, she kept dropping tires.
Yeah, but the chaser overtook her multiple times. I'm deeming this non-judgeable, just based off of the inconsistency of the judges there. You need to pay attention. You cannot balance out overtakes with tire drops. So we're gonna see this one more time.
Alright, cool.
Everything needs to be fair here, people. And this is what you can expect from BADL. Alright, we're rolling it back. Let's keep it clean this time around. Alright, we're starting the lights. 3, 2, 1, let's send it! Rockinghan! Very, very good proximity and mirroring from Waimir there. And we're going on that same trend for the rest of the track. A bit of a jitter from the chase as we move on to the final corner in that last zone. and over the line. Just waiting for that chaser to line back up. Alright, we are ready. The lights are going green and we are going. Much cleaner this time around. Very good line from that chaser. Wymir absolutely on that line. Chaser trying to react to those moves, sacrificing a lot of line and almost overtaking Wymir again. Again, way too aggressive. As we move on to the final corner, and there we are over the line. Alright, we have one vote for one more time, and 2 votes for Wymir. Wymir moves on to the grade 8. I mean, the top 4 actually. Good job. Next up, we're gonna have Angel versus Brabus. Brabus is going to chase. So I don't know why he is in the lead. T4, get the whip out.
Nah. Oh well, I don't think I don't have to. Pretty sure, okay, never mind. He doesn't get whipped. Brabus, come here, man. Come here.
T4 giving him some angry talk there. Don't know what is going on. Why there's sign language coming through? Why we're being strict about the lineup? Alright, we are ready. Alcedo Man versus a long time running BDX driver. Alright, T4, call him in.
Alright, let's go. Rockingham.
Sacrificing that initiation zone.
Pro chase, right?
Seeing that same reduced angle from Brabus once again.
Angel keeping it nice and clean.
Brabus sacrificing a lot of zones to keep up with Angel. Oof! Yet another one.
Very shallow. All right.
I mean, it is good to sacrifice proximity and line whenever you want to catch up to the lead driver, but when when you're missing quite a lot of zones, it's going to be more of a penalty than a good thing.
Yeah. Alright, both drivers burn up again. 3, 2, 1,
One.
let's go! I can't count.
Brabus taking an early lead. Angel really fighting the desync, trying to catch up with Brabus.
Ooh, a little bit of hesitation in that zone there.
Angel does a lot nicer job of filling out those zones. And he is still with him, mirroring that angle and line very nicely. Remember, this is what BADL focuses heavily on. And there we are, over the line.
Alright. Yeah.
Alright, we have 1 vote for Angel. We have 2 votes for Angel.
If you could make up her mind.
Angel moves on to the top 4.
Alright, let's go.
Good job
Good
there
stuff.
from the Aceto driver. Alright, let's see. Next up in the actually the final drivers of the top 8 is LS7 and Max. LS7 will lead. Kept his car in the bushes.
I mean, fair enough. At least we'll have to like wait for them to like set up his car. Max should be around here. I think the staff is setting up. Oh, there we go. There we are. I was about to see our staff is gonna set up our search team to search for Max. Just he's here. Alive and well. Right. Both drivers are ready. Here we go.
Let's send it!
Rockingham.
Oh,
Wow. Right.
Big correction there from Max. Trying to get back on L7 store. Still seeing that
Nice.
line sacrifice from Max.
Yeah.
That's not gonna help you in times.
Alright, rolling it back in now.
Getting back on that door. May have seen a tiny bit of a yeah, looks like it. Moving on to those final corners. Max still going a little bit shallow to keep up with the speed of that S15. And there we are with line.
Yep. Switching it round. Alright, both drivers lined up. We're ready. 3, 2, 1.
Go, go, go!
And it's top 8.
Good,
Mirror.
very good mirroring there, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Right, sacrificing a bit of line. Just catch up a little bit there. It's fine.
Seems to be keeping a safer proximity, but I think he's betting on doing a better line throughout the last bit of the course. And
Yeah.
definitely keeping it in a better line than Max did during his first half there.
Ooh,
Not
very
sa-
shallow on that zone. And that is a run.
Will it
Alright.
be LS7 or will it be Max?
Let's see what the judges say. Judges. Huh.
We have 3 votes for LS7. LS7 moves on to the top 4.
Alright, that concludes the top 8. Well done, all drivers so far.
We are gonna go straight on to the top 4. And then we're gonna have a small commercial break before we do the finals, meaning the battle for 3rd place and the finals themselves. Now, say, constant reminder in these comps, if you lose your battle in the top 4, you are still in the battle for 3rd place.
Indeed.
Alright, so if we can have the updated bracket, that would be lovely. Thank you very much.
Man. Really missed out on those replays.
Yeah. Don't worry, people, we'll get it figured out for the next comp.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, once again, it's a mini comp. We're still practice for judges and staff team and the rest of the players to like. Sort of
Absolutely.
get some practice in.
We have a new staff member as a judge trainee on this comp.
Quite the famous driver in the league.
Indeed.
It's our little mystery man.
Alright, so first up in the top 4, we have Legion versus Ymir. Legion will lead. Legion's been making some very good moves in the competitive community lately. He's done very well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, off Rockinghan, off BDX, are we ready to send it?
Alright.
Nice node initiation there from Legion. Ymir keeping on that door immediately. Seeing the same lag spikes from Legion once again, but Ymir is not phased. Doing a nice job of keeping a clean proximity from Legion on the fast bit of the track. Closing the gap as we move through the 5th zone.
Faster decisions. Very wide lines.
Keeping it in that pocket. As we go through the last zone, and there we are, ladies and gentlemen.
Oops. Quite the funny situation happening in comms.
Alright, Ymir in lead, Legion in chase. If we are ready.
2, 1, let's go!
Just what the doctors ordered. Battle of the Centuries. Oh! Some major lag going on from my part here, but don't worry about that. Just meaning the audience won't be able to... Not sure what's happening. I may be having another cyber attack.
Yep.
Any day now. I'm very sorry about this. We haven't had any issues this far in comp, but I'm sorry we won't be able to see that run back. We're just gonna have to trust that the judges and the drivers are capable of delivering on this one.
Alright, Matty is...
Alright, and once more, we have three calls for it one more time. We will see it again.
Alright, both drivers gonna have to run it back. Oh my god. What if he runs? There's nothing to add. Sort of amazing.
Alright, and we are going again, and I'm having lag. And I'm not having lag. And I'm having lag. Amazing.
Alright,
I cannot see anything that's going on.
From my perspective, both drivers keeping it nice and clean from the line. You were keeping a very nice proximity against the door for the last few zones. Really get back in for the last corner. Keeping consistent proximity from chase. Legion coming in for the last zone. And through the line. Alright. Very good first run for one more time.
Alright, and I unlagged just as we come back for the second run.
I mean, hopefully my commentating part of the run. Alright, here we go. Once again, Ymir in lead and Legion in chase.
Alright, we can actually see this now.
Mini keeping it
Very, very close
good
there
move
from Legion.
Keeping it nice and clean. Ymir sort of like making a bigger gap between them. Legion making the efforts to close in the gap, sacrificing some line.
Very, very aggressive through there.
Tight corner. They're reeling in for the last corner. Legion keeping consistent proximity throughout.
And there we are over the line.
That is a run. Oh, right.
Now, hopefully, we have something to go off of this time. Alright, and they are saying Legion moves on to the finals, which means Ymir will be in the battle for 3rd place.
3rd place.
Good job.
Man, that was kind of hard to judge. Oh man, some runs there. Sadly, we can replay those few runs, but I assure you, those runs were amazing.
I believe so.
It was hard to judge.
All right.
Came down to like the minute details for that run.
Now, for the final drivers of the top 4, we're gonna have Angel versus LS7. Angel will be leading. Angel warming his tires a little bit as he approaches the line. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if we are ready for the final battle of the top 4 before we move on to the battle for 3rd place and the finals. We are going!
S14 versus S15, let's go.
S14.
Oh my god, okay, S14 versus S15, alright, I get it, man, I get it. I think we get the point, man.
LS7 falling far behind, not
shut
sure
it
what
down.
happened.
What a technical difficulty, but
Now we did have the start, we did have the initiation, so if he did have a technical difficulty there, that fault is gonna fall on him, sadly. And there we are, over the line. Unless Angel shuts it down on this run or has some major faults, then yeah, this is gonna fall on Angel. It's really sad to go out that way, but that is sadly the reality of comp, and it is an element that we have to keep in to keep the comps authentic. Now, in real life,
once again, here we go.
very, very good driving from Angel. We're seeing a lot tighter proximity from him now than we have seen all night. Very good mirroring on his door. I like this this progression in aggressive. Oh, and we have a full pass. Yeah, that's gonna be a heavy deduction, but still, I don't think a pass is gonna be worse than a complete shutdown. We didn't, like, half of that run wasn't scoreable at all.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear what the judges are saying. All right, we have 2 votes for Angel, meaning he will move on to the finals. Yep, and 3 votes for Angel. Meaning that we are gonna see Ymir versus LS7 in the battle for 3rd place. we are actually gonna move over to the battle for third place immediately, and then we're gonna have a little commercial break before we move on to the finals.
Oh, right.
Just waiting for both drivers to line up. Alright, we have Ymir and LS7 lined up. Ymir in the lead, LS7 in the chase. Ladies and gentlemen, if we are ready for the battle of third place, oh, I can't speak anymore. Alright, both drivers are ready. Let's set them up to T4 in 3, 2, 1, let's set it! Rockinghan! Nice and big swing from Ymir there that we've seen all night. Keeping it on that white line. Good transition moving on. And we are speeding up for the fast bit. LS7 in tight formation. Keeping a respectable distance. Doing a nice job of mirroring the savagery that is Ymir's driving style. Tight transition there.
Alright.
LS7 really fighting to get back on that door. Sacrifices a bit of line to catch back up with Ymir, but there we are over the line. Now, as always, people, we are gonna wait with announcing the winners of third place for the podium. So stick around. Alright. Hopefully, we will have a winner after this battle.
Alright, people.
Both drivers are ready.
2, 1, let's go!
Let's go! Rockinghan! Chugga, 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 chugga.
His door. Oh, there's some winning in over there.
Excellent proximity from Ymir there.
Yeah. Freaking mirroring. Keeping it very consistent. LS7 dropping possibly a tire down there.
Seems to have made him diesel a little bit as well. Ymir did come a lot closer. That fault will go to LS7. Ymir absolutely not phased at all. Man, when Ymir comes knocking, you better answer. Alright, we're bringing up the bracket in case we have a one more time. I don't believe we will, but...
Liberatory burnouts, both drivers. Acknowledging each other's efforts in this competition.
Alright, and we do have a winner for third place. Meaning... there will be no one more time. Stick around for the podium. Now, we're gonna have a short commercial break before we head on to the finals and then the podium. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you in a second.
Oh yeah! Woo!
Have you ever found yourself driving like an absolute maniac? Uh-oh, this won't be good. Wowza! I wonder what our insurance agent has to say about this.
We don't cover that.
Ha! I wonder why. Let's see that again in slow motion. Jeez, that must have hurt.
Yeah, we definitely don't cover that.
BADL Car Insurance. Drift at your own risk.
Introducing the BADL Helmet Cam. With the breathtaking clarity of a monstrous 420p.
Florian, pass auf die Brücke auf! Florian, pass auf die Scheiße! Florian, zieh zu, dass du die Lenker wieder runterbekommst! Lass dir was einfallen, verdammt! Florian!
BADL Helmet Cam. Experience the panic.
I got comp in 5 minutes, and I'm tired as hell. What am I gonna do?
Here, try this.
I mean, sure, I guess. Oh, mama.
Matthias Go-Go Juice. Totally legal.
And we are back for the finals.
Oh yeah.
The big two. We are gonna have a well-known contending champion of the Berserk Drift community, Legion, versus the freshie, all the way from Assetto Corsa, Angel, in chase.
There.
Alright, we can have the drivers go in their cars now and line up. Alright, as you can see, we're just standing by. We have two unknown chasers on track. Those are not permitted to be there. Please leave. So, T4, how's the weather looking today?
It's looking pretty dark. It's currently 11:30 p.m. Quite dark and quite cold.
So you can expect a bit of overcast and a bit of drizzle and yeah, cold night.
And possibly like some reflection from my bald head. But now, all things aside, today's weather's pretty dark. Unless I step outside.
Alright, we have Legion lined up. We have Angel lined up. The final battle of the night. The Battle of the Giants. The final showdown.
All of that chassis!
The Battle of the Chassis!
I'm getting this right this time. S15 in lead, S14 in chase, let's go!
Let's send it! Rockinghan! Wide swing as usual from Legion there. Angel just walking to go onto that door of Legion. Having quite a hard time trying to catch up. I do feel like the S14 is a bit underpowered compared to that S15, but Angel has done a very nice job of showing that it is possible.
Alright. Legion keeping a nice run throughout.
Bit of hesitation from Angel throughout the entire run, but he does make a very nice last corner there. Almost straightening as we go over the line. Alright.
Switching it up. S14 in lead, and S15 in chase. This time I got it right. I definitely got it right. I need a round of applause for that.
Yeah. Alright. The S14 in lead, the S15 in chase. The final showdown of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go!
Alright.
Nice wing from Angel there. Legion sacrificing that first zone to catch up to Angel. May have had a bit of an hesitation on the initiation there. May have had... Yep, definitely a tire drop there from the lead. Legion sacrificing yet another... not my first language, if you haven't noticed. Yeah, moving...
Oh, and Legion shuts it down. Legion shuts it down.
I highly doubt it that we're gonna have any calls for a one more time after that, but we'll just have to wait and see.
I mean, from the looks of it, it looked like his controller died, but once again,
That
having
could.
technical difficulties this far into the run.
It does.
Unfortunately, doesn't really count.
Yeah, it does look like you overcorrected though.
Yeah, it could also be that, but once again, very rare to see that this late into the tournament.
Alright, I believe we have landed at a conclusion. We are gonna gather the drivers up now at the podium to announce the winners.
Okay, now.
Alright people, we have arrived at the podium.
Alright, people, we've seen it all. Top 16, top 8, all the way to top 4, and top 3 for these competition. And for the winner of 3rd place goes to Ymir!
Yeah!
Gentlemen,
Our dear battle staff takes 3rd place tonight. Good job, Ymir. Now, for the big calls. The one who takes home 1,000 Robux tonight. By the way, oh yeah, I'll announce the prizes. 1st place will take 1,000 Robux home. 3rd place takes home 300 Robux, and 2nd place takes home 700 Robux.
wow.
Alright, so without further ado, I present to you your 1st place winner tonight. He's come all the way from Assetto Corsa into this new game, and that is Angel! Congratulations on taking 1st place in your 1st ever BDX competition. And obviously, congratulations to Legion for taking 2nd. You had a really unfortunate, I don't know if it was technical difficulty or just an over-rotation there at the end, but that definitely cost him everything.
Yeah.
You know, that is the reality of comp and just the way things are. I don't think there's much left to say. If you wanna outro the people, T4. Look how nervous he is. I don't think he knows what to say. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. My name is Matthias. This is T4. Say goodbye, T4.
Goodbye. My sister just came in crying.
Oh, man.
But anyways, thank you guys for having me. Thank you.
Alright, people, we'll see you on the next stream or the next event. Let's keep growing this game, let's keep growing this community, and really make this the starting ground in competitive drifting. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.